rhetoric, rhetoric, proposal, proposal, vet, vet, undercut, undercut. Trump said on the influential All In podcast that he wants to give automatic green cards to foreign students who graduate from U.S. colleges, a sharp departure from his anti-immigrant rhetoric, AP reports. But in a statement, campaign press secretary Caroline Leavitt said Trump's proposal would only apply to the most thoroughly vetted college graduates who would never undercut American wages or workers. Dismiss. Dismiss. Bar. Bar. Domestic violence. Domestic violence. Restraining order. Restraining order. Consistent. Consistent. Departure. Departure. America's Supreme Court dismissed a challenge to a federal law that bars people subject to domestic violence restraining orders from owning guns. Such restrictions against people posing a credible threat to others' safety, the majority of justices ruled, are consistent with the Second Amendment. The ruling was a departure for the court, which has expanded gun ownership rights in recent years. Emission. Emission. Fossil fuel. Fossil fuel. Pilgrim. Pilgrim. Dangerous heat is rising around the world. Over the last year, an estimated 6.3 billion people, or roughly 4 out of 5 people in the world, lived through at least 1 month of abnormally high temperatures. Scientists have repeatedly blamed the rise in global heat on the emissions from burning fossil fuels. In just the last few weeks, heat waves killed several election workers in India, tourists in Greece, and hundreds of pilgrims headed to Mecca. Plea deal. Plea deal. Cause célèbre. Cause célèbre. Extradition. Extradition. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange reached a plea deal that will result in his freedom, 14 years after his organization published a massive trove of classified American documents. The leak made the secret-sharing website a cause célèbre among many press freedom advocates who said Assange acted as a journalist to expose U.S. military wrongdoing. He had spent the past 5 years in a British jail fighting extradition. Censor. Censor. Plaintiff. Plaintiff. Supreme Court rejects GOP-led suit claiming government censored social media. Republican state leaders accused the Biden administration of violating free speech protections by pressing firms to take down posts that it said contained misinformation about COVID vaccines and election fraud. Justices say plaintiffs don't have standing to allege that government officials engaged in censorship. Recover. Recover. Fugitive. Fugitive. Financier. Financier. Turn over. Turn over. A string of. A string of. Settlement. Settlement. Mastermind. Mastermind. U.S. recovers Monet painting, Paris apartment from one MDB fugitive Joe Low. The family of fugitive financier Joe Low will turn over to U.S. authorities a Paris luxury apartment and Andy Warhol and Claude Monet paintings, the latest in a string of settlements to resolve allegations that Low was the mastermind of the multi-billion-dollar 1MDB fraud.